Yo, what it do, people? Is y'all with me or is y'all not with me? What's good? We back again. Another episode to talk about what's cool. Because if it's not cool, we don't want to deal with it. And we talk about what's real too, because real is a definite. We need that. This week we're going to talk about some of the fire producers in the game. Because it's a lot of new beats and a lot of new music coming out. It's ridiculous. I'm feeling it. We're going to talk about staying consistent. And how staying consistent is going to be the key factor in doing everything you need to do. Of course, we got to talk about new music, because if you was paying attention, last Friday was a major release day for a lot of new music and a lot of stuff, a lot of things that we gotta chop it up, we gotta discuss it. And everything else we're gonna talk about always is everything real. Everything that we need to chop it up, what you need to know, what you need to forget about, what we need to chop up. So let's get it started. T Show. Yeah, what's good? We back for another episode of The Place to Be. If you rolling with me, TG, say what up. Another episode of the Fly Show on the Planet, where we talk about the real deal and the cool. Because, you know, we keep it real and we keep it cool. Both go hand in hand. What's good? It's another week. We all still breathing, chilling, living, so we got more hustling to do. We got more grinding to do, and we got to stay consistent. We got to keep it moving. What's good with y'all? Jay, what's good with you, man?
Nah, man, no day, no dollar, man.
Trying to get back to business, exactly. A lot of places is opening up after this whole pandemic. So everybody that's working again, everybody that's out there getting money again, getting checks again from being on hiatus for like 6 months, 5 months, 4 months, whatever your whole little struggle was. Salute to y'all, man. Y'all back, y'all on schedule. Now, from what I know, I don't know for myself, but from what I'm hearing is that the kids, they at home doing school. So y'all got a lot of time with the kids now. That's what's up. Spend time with the kids, chop it up with them, make sure y'all reading to them. Do not get lazy and just act like you don't want to even want to deal with them, or you might got a lot going on. I know it's tough, but yeah, just salute to everybody that's out there living life after this whole crisis is going on. But yeah, so this is another episode. Like I said, we're gonna talk about some real stuff. We're gonna talk about some cool stuff, and I guess we'll start with the cool stuff, because I did hear new music that came out Friday, and that's one thing that was interesting to me, because it was a lot of releases, but it was a lot of speculation around one specific release, and we'll get to that in a second. But for right now, the new Travis Scott, let's talk about it, because Twitter had a whole lot to say about M.I.A. and her verse. And well, this is new music from Travis Scott, the guy who just got the new meal at McDonald's. You know, what's that, the cactus burger? That guy.
To Jack yourself.
Okay, that guy. So he just made a brand new single with Young Thug, and he brought back M.I.A., who's been M.I.A. for a long time now. And Twitter had a lot to say. They said that M.I.A. should have stayed M.I.A. I thought that was really critical. But hey, everybody is not going to like everything. I thought it was a cool song. Jay, how did you feel about it?
It was alright. Could have been a little bit better or a different feature, I say. But
who would you would have rather heard on that?
Right now it's tough. At least 5 different people could outdid her though.
I'm gonna have to agree with you.
At least 5.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. She's definitely a artist who got some what I said, she got some hits, right?
She got a couple.
She got a couple hits. Me personally, I definitely do think she has some talent. Like, I like her sound, I like her voice. I like her flow. Okay, I do like her flow. But the hippie chippy sippy, I don't know what, that was crazy. And that's no disrespect. Respectfully, M.I.A., I was lost. Respectfully, I was lost. But other than that, love the song, Travis Scott. I love your music, bro. Since Rodeo, I've been riding with you, bro. So, shout out to Travis Scott and whatever new project he about to drop. We ready to hear it. Shout out to Thug too. Young Thug been killing everything on the track with T.I. What's that called? It's called Ring. I like that. Anytime them boys get together, though, they make some great music. Ferg, ASAP Ferg dropped, and that album is crazy. I like the production on this. It seemed like he worked with everybody. Everybody made something fire for him. But the big release was definitely that boy Tory with that Daystar album. After everybody was figuring out what was going on with Tory, what was going on with the situation, he wasn't speaking to nobody, he wasn't talking to nobody. We heard every artist, everybody weigh in on the situation. And technically, I kept saying the whole time, man, why is he not behind bars if it's so crazy? Like, this is ridiculous. And the whole narrative that we gotta protect black women, I salute that. But it just seemed like it kept getting bigger and bigger outside of who really done this thing in the situation. But I don't want to get too deep into that because we don't know what's going on. We weren't there, and I don't want to even speculate on it. But let's just say the boy Tory dropped some fire. Every track was just about fire. I don't know if he was motivated from the occurrence or what was going on. He always makes some pretty good music, but this was pretty great music. He took it to another level, so I'm gonna salute to that. Did you hear anything new this week, Jay, that you like?
I haven't had time to listen to nothing. Like, haven't had time, like, not even a snippet.
Yeah, we did listen to the YG just now. You said how'd you feel about that? What's the Out on Bail?
It was decent. You know, same old YG, not new.
Yeah, I agree with that. YG, I'm a fan, so I liked it. Much respect to Nipsey, rest in peace Nipsey. So he definitely was, he gives the whole West Coast vibe that we not gonna forget Nipsey, and I love that. So shout out to YG for that new single. What else did I hear? I heard Action Bronson.
Oh shoot, I didn't know he dropped something.
Fire. It's what's the name of the album? Dolphins. Can't think of it. Sorry, Action. I love you though, bro. But the album is fire. He always deliver. Him and Alchemist make the best music, if you ask me. Alchemist is working with everybody, but him and Action make really great music. Really a lot of songs on the Action album too that I was really feeling. Still listening to the Conway album. I had to mention that because you gotta listen to it. If y'all not listening to it, go check it out. And really, that was really about all the new music that I've been listening to. But I was listening to the ASAP album on my way to hang out with a friend of mine, and as we pulling up to the restaurant where we was about to go eat and hang out, we see a parade of people walking up, like maybe like 50, 60 people walking up the street, and we realized it was a protest in the name of Breonna Taylor. And I thought that was really interesting that we were in the midst of it. But I just wanted to touch on that a little bit to just say the police is dead wrong. They need some reprimanding. I'm gonna just say that and leave it alone. The police is wrong. They need some reprimanding. We need to look deeper into it. But just like in any job, people make mistakes. You get rolled up. You get sent home. You have to deal with what you do. So I'll say that you have to deal with what you do. Nobody can just go unharmed for something that could have been prevented. I'm gonna say that and just leave it alone. But I thought it was really interesting how I'm seeing these protests in all these cities, and we trying to move towards a bigger cause for our rights. So that's what's up. Salute to everybody out there in the streets doing the work. We need that. We need to see that. But other than that, Jay, what you been feeling like with the producers lately? We talked about all this music, and I had to bring it back to the producers. But because there's a lot of them in the game. Who you been feeling lately?
Man, there's just so many. Cause now I've been back listening to hip hop, like straight hip hop again. So you still got like your boy Dillinger, then you still got your bass heavy people. It just is all everywhere now. It's a perfect time to drop music. You drop your music and you drop something.
Yeah. So how you feel about artists dropping singles now instead of albums? You know, for us it was albums. Like we got full length albums. But now it's more so like they dropping singles, just like we just heard YG and Sky. They dropping more singles now. How you feel about that?
That's really good because you really look at the DJs is still actually making mixtapes out there. You can take your single, boom, put it on the mixtape versus got to listen to 10 to 15 songs and pick 1 or 2 good ones. So.
Facts. And that way you can make mixtapes better, I think. Because now, I remember at a time when people was making mixtapes, it was more so like the artist sending them songs and you make the mixtape according to all your hot music that you got. Or it was a time you go to a website and you grab the new singles that they got on the list. And I'm pretty sure they still do that. But now, artists is just giving you the one song. But now it's like mixtapes are null and void. You seen any mixtapes lately? Do they still, is that a thing? Is that a thing anymore? I don't know.
It used to be the shit, but man.
It's like, listen, I miss that. I miss that because, I mean, honestly, the mixtape was where it was at. And the countdown was real. Okay, we right back like we never left. You might have to cut that, Jay. But, but for real, man, for real. Nah, seriously though. But mixtapes though. Jay, what's your favorite mixtape of all time? You got one?
Nah.
Give me like 3 mixtapes that's classics though. I know you can. Give me 3 mixtapes that you know was classics, hardcore.
Man, I still can listen to Trap Without a Young Jeezy joint. The Lil Wayne, what was it? Secret Weapon joint.
Okay, yeah. Facts.
Or the damn, DJ Ill Will, DJ Rockstar. I forgot what mixtape it was. That was like the shit back in the day. The little futuristic movement.
Okay,
all
yeah.
Them niggas.
All classics. All classic mixtapes.
Young Dro joint was alright.
Which one? Day 2? The Gangsta Grills?
The joint I used to always play in the Buick. Like, whoa that shit out.
Oh, was that day 1? That was day 1.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Shoulder was big.
Yeah, hard mixtape right there, man. They talking about Shoulder Lean. Dro, miss you, boy. I mean, boy, good gracious almighty. Man, Dro, you don't even know parties, bro. On that. Whew, it got crazy on that Shoulder Lean. Secret weapon. Well, let me see it, boy.
That shit
it used to go nuts now, man. Damn, well. Shout out to the A, man. Shout out to Dro. But I'm gonna say my favorite mixtapes was all Gangsta Grills, man. Like definitely Jeezy, Trap or Die. Cause I think for like maybe a summer and like maybe half the fall, maybe and some of the winter, Trap or Die didn't stop getting played in people's car. Like that might have been a whole half a year.
Like the bike ride listening.
Yes, wasn't nobody listening to nothing else. I remember I fell out at the Black Film Festival, passed out. I remember we was leaving, going back home, listening to Trap or Die. I'm trying to get back on point, and Trap or Die blasting in the car. So that was one of them things. That was one of them tapes for real. I'm gonna say that Dedication 2, Drama, Wheezy, Crazy, and
DJ Scream had a couple.
And this might be a sleeper, but I thought was great. But the Little Brother and DJ Drama separate but equal mixtape. That was above the radar for me. Might have been below the radar for some folks, but it was above the radar for me.
Yeah, that's something different for them.
Check
will be there on Monday.
5 hours later, your check will be there on Monday. Fonte, East Side legend, man. What's up, bro? Yeah, them were some good ass mixtapes. And really the mixtape game is null and void right now. I think we getting like these albums with these artists they be like albums now. Like they be mixtapes without the dramas and the screams and the people on them, and they be like little dope albums now, or little EPs. I like the DJ though. I miss the DJ. I miss getting screamed at on the song. And the sirens coming on, you think it's the damn police, you in the car, how you like, damn, is it the police?
Yeah, when DJ Real first came out.
DJ Mother and Real. Shout out to DJ Real.
Loud as hell.
Yeah.
Wasn't even fixed.
You like, what the fuck? paranoid as hell in the car. Why was DJs? Well, I know y'all was trying to get our attention, but why like that? Y'all was messing with us, man. But
hey, DJ Real, I got a damn hit you up, man. Like, hey, man, I need to tag you with this. Like,
y'all was messing with us because why was we so? We were shook a little bit trying to figure out like, yo, yeah, mixtapes, man. I miss mixtapes because it was like, honestly, it's the same now. Like I said, they just give you like a pre-album and then an album. But back then it was like the mixtape with the DJ gave the music a different sauce, and you was waiting for an album to be fire as the mixtape. So I don't know. I might be the first one. I might be the first dude to bring a mixtape back, like for real, and scream on my song and say stuff.
Dropping on Spinrilla.
Yeah, and put it on that piff.
No, don't put it on.
Don't get put on that piff.
No, man, that shit dead. Live mixtape.
Damn, man.
I'll be DJ no more. Live mixtapes hit me. I was like, hey, your application withdrew. I'm like, nigga, that shit was 12 years ago.
Hey, I want that piff again. Listen, when you had that piff, niggas was on there looking at your little, how many listens you got. You be hard pressed to see how many. Cause I was dropping mixtapes on that piff back in the day. So it's like, yo, you was running to get on that piff, but.
Yeah, live mixtapes, you fucked up. Wait till I like retired and then what we on?
Oh, that's crazy. But you know what though? I salute live mixtapes though, because I done got some really good exclusives on there that I ain't seen nowhere else. So.
Yeah, it's a wrap for them now, man.
No, it's a wrap.
Alright, who goes?
They rapped out.
Who goes to them anymore? When the last time you been there?
I haven't.
You got the app?
I do not. I do not. I have Spinrilla, and that's it. Because every once in a while, I gotta go back and listen to some old Gucci, and well, I don't mind if I do. Every now and then, I gotta go back and listen to old Gucci. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got Spinrilla because sometimes I get a little ratchet and I gotta hear some old kick-a-dough Gucci. I gotta hear some old kick-a-dough Gucci. And yeah, so yeah, I got Spinrilla, and mixtapes is still fire. Old school mixtapes is still fire. I heard Weezy is doing another dedication. I'm ready.
I don't know how that's gonna sound.
I hope it sounds great. I hope it sounds great. Because Wayne is the most. Listen, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be brief and quick. Wayne, one of the top artists of all time. We should be. Anytime he say he about to drop something, we should be like, okay, the GOAT. The GOAT, you know what I'm saying?
So hold on, top artists of living right now. He in your top 10, living.
Facts.
He is?
Listen, at a time when them Carters was going, Wayne couldn't do no wrong. Carter 2 is staple. Carter 1 is a top classic, so yeah, he in my top, and we didn't. That's just his, his beginning work. But as he got on later in the Carters, yeah, I'm ready to hear it. So we think we getting that. I hope we getting that. I haven't heard anything else about nothing else that's mixtape worthy that's dropping. Oh yeah, one more thing. I got excited. One of my other favorite mixtapes of all time is Wiz Khalifa, Kush and Orange Juice. Producers on there, Cardo.
Cardo got Waynes.
Cardo got Waynes. One of my favorite producers. Talking about producers.
Giuliano was on there.
One of my favorite producers that I actually thought I was famous for, because I thought I found him on SoundClick, but yeah, I guess other people was working with Johnny Giuliano too. Shout out to SoundClick too. That put a lot of you rappers on. I remember that. And still probably do. I ain't been on there in a long time. But yeah, that was a good place for you guys. Let's see what else. It was a lot of classics, man. I don't really know who else was on. I can't remember who else was on there. Oh, what we were just talking about Cardo, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of my faves. I definitely like Cardo. It's the producers for me that make the mixtapes fire. That's just and the artists, of course, but the right beats getting picked make the mixtape be smoking to me. That's just that's one of them things. But in this game, you gotta stay consistent. and you gotta stay dropping fire all the time, or at least showing that you got some fire in the cut. Let us know, putting stuff out here and there, and that's how it's gonna be for any part of the game. Staying consistent, staying on your grind, making sure you're doing everything that you need to do when you need to do it, so you can win. Everybody want to win out here. So these artists that are halfway, kind of making stuff but kind of not, that's not gonna work. We need hard records right now, whether they're singles, mixtapes, albums. Really,
Hey,
I don't.
man, tell them go to the studio, man.
Go to the studio.
Yeah,
Stay in the studio.
No rapping in your closet, man.
Yeah, get out the closet, man. Now I don't mean that in no kind of way, neither, because y'all might take that another way. But yeah, go get you a real studio. Get your sound quality right. That's very important. Your sound quality is trash. Your music is trash. Period.